Usual retainer series. However, before we go into our usual matter, allow me today to begin with some things that I think are important to any student. More of life skills, by the way. How to succeed. All of us want success in life. All of us. I don't know of anybody who does not want how to succeed. However, success does not just come. That's my first point. Success does not just come. Success is made. I think that is why in Swahili there is a saying, kuna msemo ya kwamba ukiona vyaelea vimeundwa. So things don't just happen. Success is made. Point number 3, success is a process. It's not an event. It's not a button that you press and you find yourself succeeding. It is a process. I'll be explaining these things as we go by. The other thing I want to say is success requires deliberate effort. I've already said it does not just come. It is made. It is a process. It requires deliberate effort. I want to say also, therefore, that success is a decision that you personally make. You just decide, for me, I want to succeed in life. And then later on, I will also say success requires a lot of resilience, determination, endurance, and so forth. So, having said these basic things, that success, one, does not just come, success is made, success is a process, it is a deliberate effort. There is training. Success is a decision that one makes. That is very important to every young person. And then it requires a lot of resilience. So those are the basics that I want us to start. And then now I want to look at them, maybe step by step. How might one succeed in life? Therefore, mention a few things that in my opinion may help one, especially a young person succeeding. There is a question that you must ask yourself the moment you find yourself to be a youth, a young girl or a young boy growing into a teenager and transcending into a young adult. Question number 1 that you must ask yourself: what do I want to become? Please ask yourself that question. You must start having a picture of who you are as an adult. Or rather, whom shall I be as I am an adult? Sometimes, I tell young people, allow me use a young girl for now, and say, close your eyes. Then I ask you, imagine it is 15 years from now. Just close your eyes and then walk into your kitchen. How does it look like? What is it that is inside? Is there a sink? What are you using to cook? Is it gas? Is it electricity? Is it charcoal? Is it fire? A journey into your future. What kind of utensils are you having? Are they wooden? Are they plastic? Are they melamine? Are they glass? What are they made of? Just ask yourself. Imagine it is breakfast time. What are you preparing? Is it tea with thick milk? Are you seeing some sausage? Are you seeing some butter? Are you seeing some bread? What is this that you are making? Walk into your kitchen, into your future kitchen. What is inside? How is it organized? Are you cooking outside with fire and smoke all over? Are you walking into your kitchen and just making a switch? Are you withdrawing something from your oven and so forth? So walk into your kitchen. Experimental activity 2. Move out of your kitchen, walk into your sitting room. How is it arranged? What are the nature of chairs? Are they wooden? Are they plastic? Is it a sofa set? Is it made of leather? A journey into your sitting room. What is this that is inside there? Okay, look at your tables. How does your table look like? What kind of material? What is the value? And so forth. Let's move a little bit. Are you seeing maybe some television? What kind is it? Is it flat screen? What is the value? Is it a smart TV? And so forth and so forth. Finally, which is critical especially to most girls, I now want you to take a journey into your bedroom. So you are getting into your bedroom now, your future bedroom. How does your bed look like? What is it that you are spreading? Look around at your wardrobe. What is there? What manner of clothes? What kind of shoes have you displayed where you are keeping them? Is it one? Are they two? Are they quite a number? Matching every cloth and so forth. What kind of cosmetics do you have, even as we move out? These are questions that we must ask ourselves. And then, after taking your breakfast, imagine yourself you are walking out. Maybe it is around 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. or for some 7 a.m. How are you moving out of your compound? Are you in a vehicle? Are you walking? Are you being picked with a motorbike? Or how is it? There is somebody you are leaving behind. What instruction are you giving? Are you telling the person there is something in the fridge that I want you to prepare for lunch? What about your children? As you are taking them to school, are they being picked by a school van? Are you taking them to school by a private vehicle? Or are they merely walking to the nearest school around them? Those are questions that we must ask ourselves as young people. That's why I say, I like a young person who does not spend all the time with people. I like a young person that sometimes can sit alone and ask themselves, by the way, who am I? Where am I? Where do I want to be in the near future? That is why my first question is what that you must ask yourself is what do I want to become? That is question number 1. Question number 2. What does it take to reach or to be what I want to be. I started by saying success does not just come, success is made. It's a deliberate effort. What does it take? What will it cost me to reach where I am? There are certain two basic things that it will cost anybody who wants to succeed, among other things. One of those is there must be an education level you must attain to be whatever you want to be. I'm a secondary school teacher. It costed me to go for a degree course to become a mathematics teacher. It does not just happen. You cannot just say, I will be a mathematics teacher in high school, but you are not making any effort to go to the university. You are lying. So one thing that will really determine whether you will ever be what you want to be is you must know what level of education does it cost for me to do what I want to do. You must know that. Are you dreaming of being an engineer? What does it cost to be an engineer? Are you dreaming to be a pilot? As many children will say, if you ask any typical child in primary school, what would you want to be in the future? They'll tell you, I want to grow up and become a pilot and become a doctor. Those are the most common ones. A few will talk of an engineer and many other courses, a newscaster. It costs some level of educational success for you to be what you must be. So please understand that. What will it cost? And now that I'm talking to people in high school, there is something called subject clustering that I will now not go into so much, but I just mention a few things. Every career has got some group of subjects you must do. Allow me to mention just one or two. There is no way you are going to be dream of being an engineer and you're doing so poorly in mathematics and physics. Forget about it. It will not happen. Number two, if you want to be a good journalist, you must be very good in the languages, among other things. Same to law. If you want to become a lawyer, how are you performing in the languages? How are you performing in the humanities, your history, your theory, and even mathematics in itself? So always know, what does it take? What will it cost me to be what I aspire to be? If you don't know that, you are merely dreaming. You will never be what you want to be. And number three, which perhaps to me is the most important, what must I avoid to become what I want to be? What must I avoid? In my opinion, this is the most important for any young person. There are too many things that require our attention. There is too much leisure. There is too much pleasure. There are so many programs on TV. There are so many parties. There are too many friends. Even online, virtual, on social media, on WhatsApp, waste a lot of our time. Friends, I want you to know, there is what you must avoid to become what you want to be. Please understand. When you know what it takes to be what you can be, when you know what you must avoid to be what you must be, and then you choose to walk in that path, then I call you discipline. We all know that it costs discipline to be whatever you want to be. So for me, discipline simply means, my definition of discipline simply means that doing what I must do and avoiding what I must avoid to become what I must be. To me, that is discipline. Do what you must do. Avoid what you must avoid for you to become what you must be. This is the path that we must all sacrifice for us to be whatever we aspire to be. Unless we are willing to walk this painful path, we will never attain what we want to be. I just want to mention a few other things, and then I'll break it for now, then we do other things. Once we have determined those basics, there are a few other things I want to add. The next thing, having known what you want to be, having known what it costs, and having known what to avoid, there are a few other steps that will help you. Have targets. Yearly, for your case, termly, monthly, weekly, daily. Have targets. Monthly, yearly, termly, monthly, weekly, and daily, so that you do not waste your day. If you waste your day, you will waste your week. If you waste your weeks, you will waste your month. If you waste your month, you will waste your term, and in college your semester. And if you waste your semester, you will waste your year and your years. You will never achieve. Any person who is a teacher knows that there is a plan and a target you normally have. In teaching, we call it schemes of work. A scheme of work is a plan or a target of what I want to do with a particular class in the year, in the term, within the month, every week, and every lesson. So that it is very clear to me, this is what I want to achieve. So that by evening, for example, before you sleep, you must ask yourself, did I achieve what I planned for today? If no, what made me not do what I planned to do? You must address that. Because unless you are doing that self-evaluation daily, weekly, monthly, termly, and yearly, you are really doing yourself a lot of harm. Learn to have daily targets. Before you sleep, do two things. Number one, an evaluation of the day. Did I achieve what I had set out to achieve? And then number two, what are my targets for tomorrow? Do I recover what I lost yesterday, or did I achieve and therefore I just need to progress? So please have targets in life. And number two, for the sake of your studies, in terms of what you must know within a day. So this is very key. Have your targets which are very clear. As we begin, I want to allow you to know that there are going to be so many distractors along the way. There are so many distractors along the way. What are some of the common distractors? I'll surprise you. The number one distractor today when you're home is the phone. The chats. If you are not careful, you will be spending more than half of your time on this. Please check. Number two are the TV programs or entertainment. Do they make you fail to achieve what you have set to achieve? Please understand that these are very common distractors. It is only after that of course I mention friends. As a general rule, identify and work with a friend going your direction. They must have the same ambition as you. They must be people who are encouraging you and challenging you to achieve what you have set to achieve. If you don't do that, you are going to have trouble. So please make sure that you have the right friends. Friends will ask you, by the way, when we left each other yesterday, you had told me you had to do this. Did you achieve it? Don't have a friend who comes to you at 9 a.m. in the morning and they want you to walk to the market to watch a movie. That's not a friend. That's an enemy of your future. Avoid such a friend. So these are very common distractors. The phones, the programs, the friends, very key distractors. And allow me to explore friendship again. As you might well be aware, another very powerful form of a friend is romance. I hope you understand what romance is all about. When I talk to young people, I tell them romance is not wrong. Let me be even a bit funny, but I hope not vulgar, and say, sex is not wrong, it has never been wrong. I'm talking to high school students. Sex is not wrong, it has never been wrong. If it were wrong, you would not have been born. There is no marriage without sex. However, there is the issue of timing. This is the key to everything. What is the timing in terms of when I should begin my romance and consequently go into a sexual relationship? That is very key. If you begin it too early, you are like somebody who is trying to cross a bridge and then you miss your steps. What will happen? You will plunge into the river full of crocodiles. When you are crossing a river, especially when it is a temporary bridge just made of some wood, some plank of wood, you must make sure you time your steps very well so that you cross it. So young people, I want you to know the issues to do with romance, because the moment you become a teenager, there will automatically be mutual attraction to the opposite sex. I know it, it is nature, it will always be there. However, that is a state you must know how to handle. Another time, having a chance, we'll talk about how to handle romance. But for now, I will just mention as a by the way, that a very powerful distractor to any young person is romance. When it sets in, please know what to do. If you don't know what to do, you are going to mess up. Timing is everything when it comes to romance. If you time wrongly, then you will mess up. If you time rightly, you will celebrate. Maybe you are asking me, what is the right timing? A very simple, direct answer. Begin romance when, in your opinion, you have achieved, and the only thing remaining is for you to have a baby. Then, in my opinion, begin romance. That is my opinion. Because unless things are wrong, unless other measures are taken, the natural outcome of romance is a pregnancy, unless other measures are taken. So please do the right timing. Anyway, we are saying romance is an issue. The other thing, I want you to know that for everything that you begin, for every endeavor you have in your quest to succeed, you will meet challenges and at times resistance. Other than distractors, you will also meet challenges, you will also meet at times resistance. For example, you may be a learner who is really determined to read, but you end up living with a relative who either is totally unable to provide the electricity and the lighting. What do? Do you stop? Or resistance. You meet people, friends or relatives who just don't want you to succeed and will do anything just to make sure you don't succeed. What do? You will meet challenges. You will meet resistance. So my answer to challenges and resistance is this. Do not do things because you feel like. Please avoid this. Don't do things because today I feel like, so let me do. Today I don't feel like, so I will not do. You will never go far. Instead, do things, one, as I said, because I have a target to achieve, and most important, because you have to in order to succeed. Our bodies do not like work naturally. Our bodies like lazing about. Our bodies naturally like leisure, and feeling good. Nobody succeeds by doing merely what they feel like. You succeed when you do things because I have to, I must. And let me give you a simple natural example. I don't think there is anybody who enjoys taking medicine. And because you are in Kenya, one common disease in Kenya is malaria. Common malaria treatment takes about 3 days. Those drugs are normally not very sweet. But you don't take drugs because you feel like it. You take drugs because you have to. Because if I don't, then I'm going to mess up myself. So please let that be your policy. Do not do things because you feel like, or because I don't feel like. Do things because I just have to. If I must achieve what I have to achieve, then I have to. So I'm saying don't do things because you feel like. You cannot do things because you feel like. You do things because you have to. Even waking up is not very easy. But you wake up because if I don't wake up in time, I will not achieve my target for today. If I don't move fast, I will not achieve my target for today. Then the other thing is about people. Let me repeat this. I have learned to do things with or without people. Remember, whatever you are doing is about you. It is your project. Even if originally you set out to do things with people, there are times people will fade away. There are times some people will get tired. There are times people will get discouraged. You must not accept to be discouraged as the person who is the owner of your life. Is the owner of your life in terms of you are the driver of whatever you achieve. Learn to do things with or without people. That is what I've taught myself. Once I set out to do something, then I'll appreciate when I have people to assist me to do it. When they are not there, I still have to do it in the best way I can without them. But if you are somebody who is doing things, for example, maybe you are doing some little farming and some friends are going to assist you. Day 1, they are there. Day 2, they are there. Day 3, 2 are withdrawn. After the 4th day, nobody is coming. Do you stop? You don't. You go on because you are the owner of the project. The final thing that I want to say, that in life, as a young person, there is what we call timelines. Let me finish with this. At one time you were baby, then you became a child. Most probably you are now a youth. You will be a young adult or just an adult, and finally you will be an old man or an old woman. There are things to be done and achieved at each of these stages. Please determine, now that you are no longer a baby or a child, as a youth most probably in school aspiring to go to college, there are things you cannot do as a student. Of course, one of them I've said, it may be very difficult or challenging for you to get into active romance as a student. They normally don't go together. There are things you must avoid, and there are things you must lose. Those who do business will tell you that in everything there is something called opportunity cost. What must I lose to get what I want to get? For everything you gain, there is something you lose. But it's all a question of timing. When do I want to get into active romance? And when do I aspire to have a baby, to have a wife, to have a husband? After I have achieved what? My last statement, especially to the precious ladies, I always tell the ladies I meet that before you become Mrs., please make sure you are madam. That's my last statement. Before somebody can call you Mrs., make sure you are madam. I am not saying that you become a teacher. Madam, in most cases, is a title given to a lady in an office, any office of your choice. Make sure you have a certificate, make sure you have a career, and then with that, aspire to establish a family. You will not suffer. There are so many things to talk about, but for today, allow me to end it there.